Victoria Park in Adelaide is a famous sporting venue. Once home to horse racing, it was redeveloped into a people's park with open spaces and walking trails. It also hosts major motorsport events. Stage 4 of the Santos Women's Tour, and we're here in Victoria Park. It is the home of a man-made Criterium circuit. It's very open, very windswept, and the wind is going to tell a factor here this afternoon. Today's stage is all going to be about the strongest team. The strongest team is ORICA-AIS. They've got the tour leader in Scandalora, and they've got one of the best sprinters in the race, Hoskins.
I'm so confident with the girls that, you know, if it does end up coming down to a bunch sprint, I think we've got the team that can deliver me to the line, but making sure we keep the 6 seconds, that's what we want to do.
Just like in the first criterium of this tour, we're going to see a hotly contested finish. Kimberley, the Australian Criterium champion. We've got Annette Edmondson, the Olympian. But my tip for this race is Hoskins. She's had 2 second places and a stage win already.
Sometimes I think of it a little bit like a poker game, even within teams, about you've got certain cards to play, and once you play those cards, that's that. And it just makes it a really exciting environment to race in. You can't shy away from a fight as a sprinter. You have to, when in doubt, accelerate, and if you think a place is yours, go and take it.
There's a small margin for error when it comes to sprinting, and I think it's also about a lot of confidence and knowing that you're good enough or you can mix it with the girls, and having a team that's so strong and backs you, then you know that's another positive.
As expected, the wind took great effect very early on. The strongest team in the race, ORICA-AIS, they went to the front, they held the bunch in the gutter, and a very early split occurred. About 20 to 25 riders went clear, and it looked like the race was going to be all over just from that little move.
I don't think we were thinking properly, to be honest. I looked down, it had only been 15 minutes and I was already in the red zone, and I think we backed it off a little bit, but we just wanted to see, you know, was it possible to split it, and, you know, who was going to get caught out. If someone got caught out, then we'd ride it even harder.
However, it all came back together. It was very hard for that lead group to stay away, and everyone came back into contention. The Sprint King and also the King of the Mountains points were on offer, and Annette Edmondson, the leader of the Sprint King, and Rowney, the leader of the King of the Mountains, they did enough to secure their jerseys. After a flurry of attacks from other teams, as predicted, ORICA-AIS took control of affairs in the final laps to try and propel their #1 sprinter, Hoskins, into the last corner to give her the best position to win this bike race.
Well, we almost binned it in the last corner, so we were going really quick, and then I just came out of it the last corner and just put the head down and went, and if Georgia went past me, then Georgia went past me, but I just looked between the legs and I had daylight and I just kept going.
Win this bike race she did, and she's got a different way of celebrating.
I bought a cheesecake, so I think I'm going to get into that.
The top 3 on the stage, Hoskins was the winner, Georgia Bronzini was second, and the tour winner, Valentina Scandalora, was third. The top team from day 1 to day 4 was ORICA-AIS. The 2015 Santos Tour winner was Valentina Scandalora from ORICA-AIS. The leader of the Subaru NRS series is Hoskins. The Santos Women's Tour was a great success in the eyes of the organisers and the fans, and also in the eyes of an Olympic champion.
Absolutely, it's wonderful to see the support behind the women's racing. It's wonderful to see the Santos Tour for the women's racing advance from just having the Criterium previously. You know, for me, a trackie, I'm a cycling fan, so I'm out here admiring these girls, you know, out there racing on the road, so it's wonderful.